Just starting this junk removal job. They wanted me to start inside the shop here. There's a bunch more inside the house over there. There's a little pool shed with a bunch of stuff in it as well that has to go. There's some stuff out back, but they wanted me to start inside here. They're trying to get this floor cleaned up, so they want it empty. There's a lot of good stuff left behind here. Bowflex machine, not sure if that's worth keeping or if I'll just scrap it. Pretty cool looking cart right here. Nice monkey wrench. Welder's magnet. It's an old motorcycle here. They said they don't have ownership for it because the guy that owned it unfortunately passed away. Said he passed away a long time ago, and it's just been sitting here since. So lots of metal in here, lots of heavy duty stuff. Probably gonna be some hidden goodies underneath some of this stuff. They clearly had some heavy machinery here. A steel table, piece of plywood on top. Whole box full of those. Lots of hazardous waste, but a lot of this I could keep. Some quick start, that's nice. That's full, hopefully that one's full. Little soldering gun. Little glue kit. There's a lot of stuff to sort through here. It's an old carburetor of some sort. Or is this a sanding block? A lot of stuff to sort through. There's a air compressor, old air compressor, gas powered. Looks like it's in pretty rough shape, but it might be savable. Somebody might want it. Looks like just a portable barbecue. Some sort of I thought it was like an air rifle, but it looks like it's just like a mock-up of some sort. Just a toy for show, I guess. Oh, it's a triangle kit for emergency, like roadside kit. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here to sort through. Little drill press. I'm gonna have to unbolt it. They said they want to keep the shelving around the outside, but everything else can go. They're selling the house, and they're just trying to get everything cleared out. It's a lot more garbage inside the house and around the property that's also gonna have to go, so I gave them a flat rate price for everything. Should be able to make some money off of it, and there's a lot of scrap here, so an old cash register. Wonder if there's a way to open it. Hopefully there's some money in it. So everything has to go. Other than, like I said, the shelves. It's a nice vise here. Looks like a pretty old one. Pretty heavy duty, so I'll definitely be unbolting that. It's a big starter of some sort. Oh, this is a drill doctor. heard of that before, never tried it. If it's in there, I'll try it out. A Ryobi circular saw. Oh, there's something in this one. Never even heard of that brand. Cheap drill. So now I'll just end up going as scrap. Got a pallet jack here. Some sort of tent up there. Most of these drawers look like they were empty. See a little bit of paper in there, but I got one of them open when I was here appraising the job. Some old video game or something. Turbo 16 graphics. Oh, it's actually in there. That might be something to keep aside. Might be worth something on eBay. One of the things I was most excited about was seeing this lawnmower sitting here, because my lawnmower is completely trashed. Been on its last leg for like 2 years now. Keep ghetto fixing it, getting it back to working, and then keep having issues. So just went to start it yesterday. The thing wouldn't even, first it wouldn't start, so I cleaned the carburetor out, put it back on, and then once it started running, now it won't go into gear at all. That's gonna be one of the first things I do, is get this thing pulled out of here. See if that will work. I can cut my grass, because it's getting long. Got some sort of, yeah, this is just a separate pump, I think, right here, but this is a pressure washer of some sort. Same thing, it looks kind of old and beaten up. It is a Honda, so it might be worth saving. Not sure what these are. Oh, these are little trolleys. That's pretty cool. See, there's wheels on the back, a little thing right here. And I saw the handle for it over here. So this part, you just put underneath, pry down a little bit, lifts that edge up, and then you can steer it around. That's cool. Don't know if I have a use for it, but and after that, there's just a mixed pile of garbage over here. Some aluminum. Looks like another one of those trolley things underneath there. So get that pulled out. A lot of hazardous waste here, paint and oil. So that's gonna be like a whole separate load. Some sort of laminate flooring. There's a bunch of it. So I'll definitely try to sell that first. Have to look at it, open the box, see if it's in decent shape. But if I could sell it for anything, it'd be a lot better than taking it to the dump. Some sort of heavy duty steel stand right here. Piece from another pressure washer. A couple more propane tanks. Tiny bit in there. Old chain. I'm always looking for more chain, but it's not a very big piece and there's no hooks on it. Bag of absorbent. I have a couple bags of that at my house already, the same brand. So that's nice. Keep that aside. And then this is a furnace. Obviously the furnace stays in here. Up top here, there's a bunch more stuff as well. Not certain about this ladder without somebody holding it. I already went up there and looked, but I had someone holding it, so I don't want to go up there right now until I have someone else to hold it, but there's quite a bit more stuff up there. It's a lot of household stuff up there. I'll either have to wait for somebody else to get here to hold the ladder for me, or I may be able to just put some really heavy stuff underneath that side to make sure it doesn't slide out. Extension cord, little bits, pieces. Well, that looks like a pneumatic impact gun. Yeah. Can't tell what brand this is. Probably keep that aside, check it out as well. So a lot of work to do here. Like I said, there's still more stuff around the house, around the property. And then in the back of the property here, there's actually a tractor that has to go. Looks like it's pretty stuck in the ground over here. So I told them that I could take this as well if they want me to take it. And the guy said he just wants it out of here. I tried to offer him money for it. That's a separate deal, but he said he doesn't even care. He just wants everything gone. If I could do the job for the price I gave him, he said he's more than happy, and I could take this. So it's a pretty cool old tractor. Massey Ferguson. Looks like it's been sitting here for a while. But I still may bring it home. See if I could get it to work, you know. Either that or try to take it straight to the scrapyard. Big weight on the back. This thing is probably pretty heavy. So trying to get it to move might not be that easy. That'll be a job for another day. So I'll try to take some videos while doing that. There's a bunch of garbage on the other side of the house, or other side of the shop, sorry. And then a bunch of chairs over here that need to go. There's randomly just a little pile of copper sitting back here. So that's a nice little bonus. Decent amount of copper sitting there. A couple more pieces over here. Jumper cables. A couple faucets. I'm not sure. Seems like a copper cable that's going into the ground. Not sure if it's actually in the ground or if it's just sitting on the top. I'll have to have a look at that later. That's it for now. I should start loading some of this stuff up. Gotta get as much of this shop cleared out as I can today. Because as I mentioned, they're trying to get the floor pressure washed and cleaned. Get all this oil out of here. So I'll try to get as much of this out of here today as I can. I'm not sure about the top if I'm going to do that today. Just get as much as I can out of here and then go from there. So I'll keep you guys updated. Probably take another video, at least a couple more throughout the process of doing this job. So we'll see what happens. Gotta get to work. Got a lot of stuff loaded up already. Trying to just pick and choose what I'm taking right now. A lot of this stuff is stuff that I want to keep, so I'm gonna bring back to my place. And then I'm gonna put some hazardous waste in at the end because that also has to go back to my place. It's all over here. And then wood that can be burned, I'm gonna put over on this side, fill this up, bring that home to my place as well to burn. So got a lot of it done. Just stuck a couple heavy things here. This garbage can's a lot heavier than it looks. Some solid steel pieces in there. And I also put that there. So try to stop this ladder from sliding. It wasn't sliding or anything, I just wanted to be safe. Okay, now I gotta get right up in here. It's a little bit awkward with this triangle shaped roof. Wow. Really big inflatable raft of some sort. A lot of household stuff up here. So most of this stuff I'm just gonna have to throw down. Yeah, looks like just furniture. There's a bumper off of something. It looks like a Chevy bumper. What are the chances that would fit on my truck? Looks like the back seats from something. Chevy hubcaps. Yeah, that bumper might have been from a 2500 Chevy. That's a funny little wheelbarrow. They just screwed some pieces of wood to. And we got a handful of bikes back here. Nice big inflatable tow behind thing. Oh my, look what we found here. There's a torch in there. Cutting torch. That's pretty cool, but I'm more excited about this. Makita chop saw. Wow. Doesn't look like it's in that bad a shape, so that's probably fixable. And we got a Husqvarna weed whacker and a Still weed whacker. Let's see what size this thing is. Looks like a small one. FS45. Wow. Was not expecting that. That is an awesome bonus. Husqvarna. That one looks like it's pretty good shape too. Some old golf clubs. Yeah, those look like they'd just be garbage. Some work gloves. Wow, that's awesome. Definitely not throwing those ones down, so I guess most of these I can carry with one hand. So I'll just use one hand, carry it down the ladder. This is a funny looking bike. Never seen something like this. Never really had any luck with old bikes, even when it looks super old. Never been able to sell it, so these will probably go to scrap. Another seat from like a van or something. So the seats I will throw into another scrap car that I have, and then I can sell them as scrap. Save some money that way on the dump fees. But looks like it from up here. It's a decent amount of stuff, but super stoked on this chop saw. Hoping this thing works. The weed whackers I'll probably just try to sell because I already have a few at my house. So I'll probably got everything cleared out of here. Completely empty now. After I left yesterday, they had a guy come in and power wash or start power washing the floors. Doesn't seem like he did that much. I'm not exactly sure what he did, but everything's emptied out. Everything up there is gone. A couple pieces they wanted to keep, like the screens for the house. But other than that, got it emptied out and finishing up today around the rest of the house. A lot of work, a little bit more work than I thought it was going to be, but still making some good money off this job. So that's it for now.